Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Big Fella Stadium. This is it, folks, the big one. It's the final eliminator between Featherstone Rovers and the Sheffield Eagles. And here indeed do come the Sheffield Eagles now. As the Sheffield Eagles come out onto the pitch. We'll give you a rundown of the teams on the stream in a few minutes. Here in the commentary box, I've got Joe alongside me. And here come your very own Featherstone Rovers. It looks like the Eagles will be getting first use of the ball, playing towards the new stand, away to our left-hand side. They've got the grass laid as well now, so it's certainly that new stand on the far side looking fantastic, Joe.
Yeah, I've heard with the alternative venue next year for the Magic Weekend, you know, they've scratched Newcastle and they're bringing it here to the Big Fella Stadium with our new stand. Certainly looking flash. Let's hope we can fill it sometime.
Indeed, and Gazmore gets the game underway. It's Featherstone Rovers against the Sheffield Eagles. Here's that first drive now. So the Henderson from that first play of the ball. Rovers good on defence early doors. Penning the Eagles back in the 20. We've got the in-goal judges here as well today.
Sharp is at full-back.
Will Sharp has switched to full-back. And Ian Hardman is in at centres today. Joe's just pointed that out to me. So that's an early switch to the team sheet early on. Get Joe's thoughts on that one in a moment. There's Jason
on other way.
And Blackmore has switched out to the left-hand wing. So certainly changes within the three quarters for Rovers, Joe.
Yeah, and if Sheffield were unaware that that's got to be happening, you've got definitely a different proposition running at you from full-back. Will Sharp going down the outside, being in support. It could cause havoc outside with them having some immobile outside backs. Not mentioning any names, Menziera.
Indeed. So this was a good first set for the Eagles, getting Rovers turning around on their own 20. And so here's that first scrum for Rovers. The referee stops something. Gareth Moore will feed this scrum, and it's out to the base by Andy Ellis. Here is Blackmore with that first drive for Rovers. Then what can Rovers do with the first set? That's a mistake. It's a penalty. I'm not quite sure about that one, Joe. It looks to me like a fumble, but the referee says it was a footing. So Gareth Moore finds touch, and Rovers will start their first attack. Instead of being on their own 20, they're on the Eagles 40. Cording takes it out to Lockwood. Follows Lockwood into acting half, but Andy Ellis takes his place. Ellis now. Here's Tim Spears, Captain Fantastic. Gets Rovers into the 20. That's a good drive. Oh. Ellis again. And that's a knock-on from Rovers. So a disappointing end to that set for Rovers. With the knock-on at the play of the ball. So that'll be heading feed to the Eagles, Joe.
Disappointing end to the set, certainly, but at least we're turning it over in the right area here. Can look to pin them back because, as we say, if they get up the other end of the field, our lines look fragile at times.
They certainly do, and so that scrum is going down. Tim Spears is joining the scrum. And so here's the first drive from QLT. Well wrapped up, though, by Rovers. Henderson from outside half-back finds Stringer, the big man. The danger man on one of the danger men on the Eagles side. Another one is certainly Michael Knowles, who when the Eagles were here a few weeks ago was outstanding for the Sheffield team. Henderson waits again now. That was Knowles held up there. The Eagles are just short of halfway. This is the fourth tackle. Henderson to Briggs. Briggs offloads it again inside to Stringer. Eagles now on halfway. Surely that's the last tackle, referee. The hand goes up. Yes, it is. Henderson finds Briggs. Briggs with a dink over the top. Sharp comes across and takes it well. And then cuts inside, trying to get away. It's well wrapped up though by Michael Knowles and Kyle Briggs. Here's Blackmore now. Takes on that line. Fast and ferocious in the opening stages here at the Big Fella Stadium. Ellis takes it along the line himself, makes good yards, Andy Ellis. Gareth Moore now. Crossley gets Rovers over halfway. Rovers making good yards on these go forwards. Ellis again now, here's Moore. Moore with a kick for the corner. QLT's not interested. And that will be a scrum down head and feed on the 10-metre line to the Eagles. Fast and furious as we expected, Joe.
Yeah, we've had a couple of belting games against the Eagles over the years, and this is set to be another one here today. Blimey, it's a good kick into the corner there from Gazmodo. We've got the opportunity to pin them back again. Pleasing to see early doors that we're always wrapping the ball up, getting plenty of men in the tackle, because when the Eagles start to offload, it's dangerous, and they've knocked it on there, I think. Turn over Rovers ball.
Indeed, it is a Rovers ball on the 10-metre line. And instead of just a turnover, we've got fisticuffs already. 5 minutes in and the fists are flaring. There's so much at stake today, Joe, with this evening. A massive match at stake for both teams. And it is going to be Rovers. What's the referee's call here? It's calling somebody out. It's calling out Mitchell Stringer and Tim Spears. I think Mitchell Stringer might be the team captain. He is. And he's just saying to the captains, I know there's a lot at stake here. Let's just calm down a little bit. Rovers are going to get head and feed at this scrum. The first real chance, and what a chance, Joe.
Yeah, it certainly is. I'm just looking at this open side here. There's plenty of room here out wide. Jason Cook's in the corner. Surely he's a shoe-in, but we take it left. And now we got to reset the scrum here. Yeah, we definitely saw the intensity of the game coming to football fruition there. Players are definitely up for this as we bring it wide down the right, and Sharp goes through. Oh, agonisingly close there, Will Sharp.
It was indeed just covered, Will Sharp. Here's Ellis. Ball wrapped up by Michael Knowles. The Rovers fans at the back of those posts don't like it. Andy Kane now finds Tim Spears. Spears for the gap. I thought he was through.
Did it wide.
Ellis, Kane. Kane steps inside one, tries to step inside another. Ellis again now. Crossley now steps inside as well. And he tries to offload. But the player was there. We mentioned him earlier, Michael Knowles. And once again, the chance goes begging.
Sure enough, it does. Just unable to break the Eagles down there. Perhaps a bit of desperation. You know, let's get to this last tackle, even if we're not getting over the line. Force repeat set.
Indeed, but we're turning it over in the right places. Here goes Menzies. He'll be a man. He'll be a targeted man by the Rovers faithful, at least, after what happened in the last match a few weeks ago. That's the last tackle. That's a charge down by Pick. Never played it, but it has been charged down. It's still the last tackle. QLT. Oh my word, what on earth was that from QLT? That was nothing. Oh, Matt James. What a tackle from Matt James. The Eagles there, Joe, they're up in no man's land. A charge down from Sean Pick. QLT with a kick to nothing. And then what's the way to affect the tackle? Matt James.
Matt James there, we're hit that's got us shaking in the gantry. Blimey. Come on, lads, we've got another opportunity here in good position. But the clever little kick there from QLT just wasn't quite as clever as he intended, perhaps.
And now here goes Crossley again with Belfast Willis. Ellis to James. James still going, he's held up somehow. Rovers are inches from the line. Inches. Come on, boys. Ellis. Out left to Moore. Moore with the looping pass. Will Sharp! Will Sharp! Not Moore, sorry. Although I Will Sharp from where I was, it was actually Blackmore. Who cares who he was? Rovers have first blood. It is Ben Blackmore. Featherstone Rovers take the early lead. Featherstone Rovers 4. Sheffield Eagles 0.
What about that? Take it. I can't take 70 more minutes for this. There's already a puddle developing beneath my feet. This is just getting a bit too much, too early doors, Ben. And getting it out wide there. Gazmore puts the ball over the top. I'm always wary when they do that. Interception could be there, but Ben Blackmore, he knew how to fish in the corner, didn't he? And with men who can fish like that out wide, we know we can put Will Sharp in at fullback. And we've got options there too. This is just a brilliant start from the Rovers. And they're capitalising on their chances as well.
Indeed they are. A great start for Rovers. A great finish from Blackmore in the corner. The gap wasn't there. It was only a small gap for him. Managing to find the gap and get the ball down. First blood to the Rovers. And here goes now Gareth Moore with the conversion attempt. Left-footed effort from Gareth Moore. It's an absolute beauty! 10 minutes on the clock here at the Big Fella Stadium. First blood to Featherstone Rovers. A superb try from Blackmore in the corner. A touchline conversion as straight as an arrow between the uprights for Gareth Moore, and Rovers take the lead. Featherstone Rovers 6, Sheffield Eagles 0. The kick-off from the Eagles now, and here goes Matt James. Crossley juggles it, but then holds on. Crossley's running forward well, taking the ball in low in the early stages, causing the Eagles some problems. Here goes Tim Spears now. And again a good drive. Rovers are up to the 40 already. Ellis. Andy Kane moves into acting halfback, takes the ball from Ellis. Here's Moore. Moore wants to be taken out by Brambani, but the referee not interested. That kick's retrieved by QLT. Rovers are certainly doing a job on QLT early.
Yeah, but you can't be putting him like that where you can take him on the full. He's not bringing it up well. We've got our own man capable of bringing the ball back well in the form of Will Sharp. But either him or QLT will be wanting the ball in the air so they can take it and bring it back there. On this occasion, Sheffield being able to come out from the edge of their own 20 instead of pinning back in the 10 like we've been doing previously.
Indeed, and they are now on halfway with Dwayne Stroger. Here goes Eddie Batty. Henderson now. That's a shocking pass to Briggs. He takes it well. Jason Crooks juggles it, loses it. That's the mistake. The referee has given the knock on. So the first mistake really from Rovers. It was a good kick through from Carl Briggs when he was lucky to take the pass. Jason Crooks looked to be taking it off balance and he has lost the ball. So the Eagles now, let's see what the Eagles can do in the Rovers 20, Joe.
Well, we've already seen a contrast from our previous visit from the Eagles. There they were looking to kick the ball far back and pin us. On this occasion, they're sending little dinks through the line and looking to chase them on. Menzies there chasing up on Jason Crooks. There's no love lost between those two after the last game when those two met. So it's all on there as QLT brings it up well, and they're just shy of the 10.
The ball has come loose in the tackle. Rovers appealing for a knock on. The referee has penalised Rovers. So the Eagles will get another 6. Brambani takes the tap, moves it out to the right hand side. It's Dwayne Stroger again. The Eagles are in the 10. Henderson now. Misses one out. Here's Briggs again. Away. And it's a penalty for Rovers for shepherding. I have to say so a couple of times from the play of the ball. The passing from the acting half has been poor from the Eagles. A couple of times it's been going to ground.
Yeah, a few times below the ankles of the half-backs as the ball just lands literally a couple of feet below us here in the netting, below the gantry. Bringing it up well though here in the Rovers as Tim Spears there takes it in.
Indeed, and Andy Ellis from that's in half, makes a good 12 metres. That's a penalty for Rovers.
We meant to took it down.
It is a penalty for Rovers. And Joe, it's such a tight game, they're taking the 2.
Yeah, definitely the right call here. You have to feel this stage in the game, it's already been very touchy. All games against Sheffield seem to be going pretty close when we play them, so take the 2. It's got to be the right option here, tight and fair.
Indeed, it will give Rovers a 2-score lead if Gareth Moore can kick this. How important could that be at this stage?
We've got fireworks.
And we've got fireworks somewhere in the stadium as well. Not quite sure where they came from. Fireworks on and off the pitch as Moore's conversion. Straight between the uprights. Rovers have the 2-score lead. Looking good so far for Featherstone Rovers. Looking good so far for the Rovers. It's Featherstone Rovers 8. Sheffield Eagles 0. Joe, that 2-score lead, how crucial could that be?
Well, we'll have to see when we come into the end of the game, but there's definitely been multiple close games against Sheffield. 2 points, it also extends the current gap to 2 scores, which could be vital, you know, looking at the way this game is going. It's all about momentum, and we're keeping the momentum well here.
Indeed we are, and Matt James takes that pass from Gareth Moore. Cording now. Andy Ellis moves that pass out wide. That's all on, is it? Is it forward pass? What's he giving here? Who's the knock on from? I think it might be given as a Rovers knock on. It has been. It's an Eagles head and feed. It was again a loose pass from Rovers. I think it was an attempted flick on, but it went forward. So the Eagles. Rovers have committed the cardinal sin. You score a try, you've got to complete your first set. Rovers haven't done that.
You certainly have, and you know, ball retention in that area of the field is a huge factor. You've got to be keeping it, making sure we get into their half, because they're pressing our line again, and we know they can be dangerous here.
Indeed they can. The Rovers fans on the near side wanting a forward pass to Menzier. Not given. Henderson. That also looked forward to Eddie Batsey. Rovers fans around underneath us, they're not happy at the moment. Henderson now. Here's Brambani, well wrapped up though. Henderson finds Stringer to Briggs. Briggs is well wrapped up. Henderson Rovers, here's the last. Henderson waits. Brambani's kick for the corner. Who's got it? It's still the last tackle. Great defence from Rovers. They allowed the Eagles to take that high kick. Knew there was no danger of them scoring. Held him up over the line, and that's a turnover.
Yeah, brilliant work there from the Rovers, in particular Gaz Moore, making sure he had his hands on the ball as well. Even if they were going to roll themselves over, they weren't getting the ball down without him being attached to it. Maybe feeling that the Eagles players were slightly offside there at the kick, but at least we reacted to it well, and we're driving ourselves out well here, making sure we escape our own territory.
Indeed we are. Here goes Blackmore again. I have to say, Joe, in these early stages for me, Andy Ellis is looking really strong. Seen a couple of runs from dummy half already. That flat play from Rovers and the good defence from the Eagles. Ellis again now. Here's Andy Kane. Kane gets the long kick. It's taken on the full again by QLT with 20 metres to run into. As Keith Senior is on the pitch again.
What is he doing? It's virtually no defensive line.
It's practically in the Sheffield attacking line here. Henderson now. As the Eagles have made a change. And there's another mistake from the Eagles. And Rovers have got the ball again. As Peter Green comes on for Mitch Stringer. Ellis finds Spears now. Rovers are back in the Eagles 40. Andy Kane. Hardman tries to step inside. He's well wrapped up though. Rovers 23 metres out, 10 metres in from the right-hand touchline. Kane's pass to Moore now, centre field. Here's Matt James!
He's Cording,
sorry! I can't tell, my glasses need cleaning. That's my excuse. Rovers though, Moore! Rovers! Hello! It's Sean Peake! Oh my word! Sean Peake is up! It's straight, look what it is, sorry! I've got Joe Dempsey beside me, shouting Sean Peake at me, and the cameraman says, no, it's James Lockwood. Who cares who it is? Rovers have got 12-0 lead, and if Gaz Moore kicks this as well as he's kicked the others, Rovers are going to have a 3-score lead. Joe?
You know what? How about I keep saying on the DVD every time you get the name wrong? Right, okay. Yeah, scoring out there in the corner. We're doing well down that left-hand channel. Certainly plenty of reasons to be worried for the Eagles. Gaz Moore sends this one over. We go out with a comfortable margin here, early doors. Halfway through the first period, definitely looking the more dominant side, and they just can't hold back.
Certainly not. Reminiscent to the performance against Halifax at Halifax. Rovers looking so strong going forward. And off comes Matt James. And this is what Rovers fans want to see. They've just taken a 12-0 lead, 14 with a kick. And on comes Chris Anakin. We'll talk to Joe about that one in a minute as Gaz Moore lines up the conversion. He's already kicked one from here. He's kicked another. Gareth Moore has got his kick into the front today. Rovers have a 3-score lead. I'm losing my voice. Featherstone Rovers 14. Sheffield Eagles 0. And on comes Chris Anakin.
Not sure how much Gaz Moore's left foot's insured for, but he certainly needs to be a fair bob the way he's kicking tonight. Chris Anakin entering the field there. You've got to feel he'll be huge. He's already had some brilliant games this season, particularly that game away at Sheffield, which I believe was his first game. And Bravo takes it down the outside line. He's got shit, he's got more on the outside. He's got Stanley. Oh, yeah! Absolutely brilliant.
Oh my Lord! Gareth Moore again! For the last few weeks, Gareth Moore has been absolutely outstanding. A superb break down the left-hand side for Rovers. I can't even remember who made the break.
Blackmore.
It was Blackmore's break. It had Gaz Moore on the outside. Gareth Moore on the outside. And Gareth Moore had the legs over the Eagles. Rovers, this is better than Halifax away. Featherstone Rovers 18. Halifax 0.
Great finish there from Gaz Moore. Going up brilliantly in support. But you've got to pay credit to Ben Blackmore there. He gets it down the wide left channel. He's taking it in. He cuts inside. He curves his run beautifully. But he's keeping his head up all the time. He's watching for men in support. And sure enough, he's got Gaz Moore on his left. And he makes full use of it as he lines up yet another wide conversion in. Let's hope he sends this one between the uprights as well.
Gareth Moore in the last few weeks, Joe, has been absolutely outstanding, showing how much he was missed against the Eagles last time round.
Certainly is. There's been a fair few man of the match performances in recent weeks from Gareth Moore. He's a changed man since he was at the beginning of the season. I think he's performing better now for us. He was for Batley rather last season. Of course, him being a huge help to them in knocking us out last time in the playoffs at the semis, preventing us getting to the final. Wouldn't it be fitting if he was the main man to get us to the final this time around?
Indeed it would, John. Here is that conversion attempt. He's missed one. Oh well. Doesn't matter, Gareth. Rovers so far completely dominating the scoreboard. Sheffield Eagles are looking shell-shocked. Featherstone Rovers 18. Sheffield Eagles 0. For Rovers, Joe, surely it's keep it going, but what do the Eagles do from here?
Well, you know, it's difficult for the Eagles. What do you do when a side's performing like this against you? You know, you've got to keep kicking into deep areas, put them under pressure, hope something comes off here. But they came on to the sound of Living on Our Prayer, and they're living on a wing and a prayer. They think they can come back against this Featherstone side. They're performing brilliantly.
Certainly are. Very reminiscent of Halifax away. Here's Will Sharp now. This is better defence from the Eagles. Turning Rovers back in the 20. Here's Steve Crossley. Goes straight over the top of Eddie Batty. The Eagles are trying everything to slow Rovers down. Here's captain Tim Spears. Michael Rose hasn't been able to get in the game yet, and he was the Eagles' standout player last time. That's great from Andy Kane. Here's Hardman now. Hardman shrugs off Briggs once, and then a swinging arm from Kyle Briggs. Crooks now. Here's Andy Kane. Kane with an interesting kick. Bounces awkwardly, but it's taken by the Eagles by Tower Papa, and the Rovers bring the Eagles back again. It is a penalty now for the Eagles. We're inside the final 15 minutes of the first half here at the Big Fella Stadium. 25 gone, Rovers leading 18-0. Here come the Eagles. The Eagles haven't been in the Rovers half on attacking the last 5 minutes. Henderson waits now, they're just inside now. Here goes Matt Garside. Henderson waits again. That's clever play from Pat Walker trying to skip away, but well wrapped up. Henderson now, Briggs again. Briggs with a kick through. Great play from Will Sharp to cover him, to retrieve that kick. Andy Kane now finds Jason Crooks. Rovers having to build from their own 10 now. Here goes Chris Anakin. Pushes Eagles 3 or 4 metres back, still pumping those legs. Sheffield trying to slow things down. And Luke Teasdale comes on for Tim Spears. Here's Crossley. Rovers now with 2 hookers on the pitch. Get Joe's thoughts on that one in a minute. Rovers are on the last tackle. It's a kick through from Gareth Moore. That's a great kick. Turning Rovers round, turning the Eagles round. Head and feet to the Eagles. Joe Luke Teasdale comes on.
Yeah, I mean, Sheffield thought they had problems. They thought we were running and ragged as it was. Blimey, you bring Luke Teasdale onto the field and, you know, that lad can't be caught the way he runs at teams, you know. He's not frightened of anything, he runs in and, you know, teams are stepping off him every time because you just can't deal with a man like that. Smart play again there, kicking it dead in the 10 metres, you know, making them play out from a deep area. Got to be interesting to see how the Eagles react here.
Indeed it will. Rovers' defence so far has been outstanding. So far. Here's Henderson now, tries to take on the line himself. That's a good drive from Henderson. Here's Briggs again. Oh, it's an intercept! Oh, Andy Kane with a superb intercept. The pass was meant for Menzies. Here goes Sean Pick. Rovers now with 2 hookers on the pitch. Ellis and Teasdale. Here's Jack Bussey as well. And it's another penalty. This is getting tasty. And I fancy, Joe, that Rovers, when this does settle down, go for the 2, or do you go for the 6?
Well, earlier on I'd have said go for the 2, but we're cutting through the Seagulls line now so well. Why don't you keep ball with the ball? We're dangerous every time we have it, so we might as well make use of it. We've got field position here as well, but no, it does look like we're electing to take the 2. We'll get the ball back, of course, and we're bringing it up well every time we've got it. As we bring it into Ordle now, Gareth Moore instructing his men there on what to do. He's really taken on a leadership quality that he didn't have earlier in the season. And it's been a huge part of transforming the Rovers' fortunes, I feel.
It has indeed. And that's something Rovers were lacking early in this season, was that leadership role. But as you say, Joe, Gareth Moore's taken it on superbly. Taking on the goal kicking's been superb today. It's had 1 miss out of 4. And as you say, even if, I can't say Gareth Moore missing this, but even if he does, Rovers will get the ball back. Probably his easiest kick of the afternoon so far. The stadium goes quiet. Ish. That's straight between the uprights. Rovers have a 4-score lead. Tim Spears below us both. Warning instructions from the touchline. Featherstone Rovers 20. Sheffield Eagles 0.
Yeah, no surprises there. Gareth Moore sending that one over. Fireface Jeffrey Boycott. My man could have sent that one over with a stick of rhubarb. Sheffield Eagles now lining the kick-off. Oh, they're bobbling along the ground there, but they're wise to it, and the Rovers, and Anakin brings it up with that trademark running he has. Oh, blimey, you need to be wary of that, don't you?
He's so small, he's deceptively small player, is Chris Anakin. But when he takes that ball in, he's so strong as well for the Rovers. Andy Ellis now. Here's Steve Crossley. Another good stint for Crossley, half an hour on. No sign of him taking a backward step either. And there goes Anakin again, causing problems for the Eagles. It was Bussey, sorry. And now Ellis running from acting halfback. Moore with another kick for the corner. That'll do. Gareth Moore, Joe, is absolutely running the show out there this afternoon.
He's got a bit of class as this lad. His game management's been superb in the second half of the season, and he's certainly showing it again tonight. Needs to make sure we pin him back here. 9 minutes to go in this half. Let's hope we can nil him, eh?
How big a boost would it be for Rovers to go in with a 0 against them at half-time?
Well, without a doubt, it's got to be crucial. You know, everyone was talking about the Eagles as favourites going into today's game, but we've shown them what a side we are and what last year's league leaders can do and what this team is capable of, really. You know, we're going up so well on them, but they haven't had a period yet of pressure deep into our territory on our line. I know they've been held up, but that was from a kick, and that's where they're truly dangerous. They get the offloads away when pinning us on our line.
They are indeed, and you have to fancy the Eagles will get a spell on the Rovers line. And Luke Teasdale is coming on in a minute, as is Keegan Hurst. What a hit from Ellie Simpy. Here's Briggs now. Finds touch, and we're going to see, I think, the withdrawal of Andy Ellis in a moment. He's trotting over towards the scrum. But I think Teasdale is going to be on in a minute. I thought he'd come on earlier, it was Jack Bussey. But I fancy we will see the withdrawal of the withdrawal of Andy Ellis and the introduction of Luke Teasdale. And I think we're going to sort of be seeing Keegan Hurst on as well. Here's Will Sharp. As Steve Crossley comes off, as does Andy Ellis. And it says a lot for Rovers, the depth of the squad, when he can take off Ellis and Crossley and bring on players of the quality now of Hurst and Teasdale, Joe.
Yeah, we're definitely depleted by injuries, but we've got so many players who've progressed over this season. I'm confident going into next season that they could be the real stars next year.
And certainly can. And Keegan Hurst is one of those for Rovers. Lockwood though with the offload. Gareth Moore looking for support, decides he's going to take that tackle. Rambani in it, and surely they're holding him down a bit, referee. Come on. Andy Kane on the 40, but it was kicked centre field to QLT. That's a good return from QLT, but well wrapped up. By Luke Teasdale, and he's in the tackle again. So full of energy and enthusiasm, Luke Teasdale. But Rovers there are penalised in that tackle. Luke Teasdale's come on so much this season, John, since he started making his appearances.
Well, you say he's come on then, but to me, when he first came into the side, he made an immediate impact, and he continues to do that. He's a perfect bench hooker, really. He's got one or two in already, but he knows when to keep it as we unlock the ball. Hey! And what can we do? It's high fives all round for the Rovers. We're definitely on top here.
We are. Rovers dominating proceedings a minute, and knock on from the Eagles. We've got just under 8 minutes on the clock. The key for Rovers has got to be to keep the Eagles to 0. But I also fancy that if another try would be very nice. Gaz Moore's picked up an injury. And even though he's got an injury and it's being seen by the physio, he's only interested in giving instructions to his team. Says a lot about the player Gaz Moore is at the latter stages of the year. And here come Rovers now, it's Hardman. How nice would another try be before half-time? Here goes Keegan Hurst, pumping those legs. He's come on so much of late, is Keegan Hurst. Teasdale now to pick. Well wrapped up in the tackle by Menzies. Teasdale again now, Andy Kane shows it once and offloads. That's a good drive for Mannequin. Kane. And Rovers attacking down that left channel now, just short to the 20. Teasdale. I'll tell you something, John, of all the impudence, the cheekiness of it. Gareth Moore, he knew the Rovers weren't going to get over. So he decides, you know what, we're not going to score 4, we'll go for the drop goal. Straight between the uprights. Featherstone Rovers 21, Sheffield Eagles 0.
He's a cheeky son, that Gaz Moore. You know, you've got to remember here that we're getting the ball back once again. The Eagles have had so little possession in this half. Look, some of them are so knackered. They're looking dead as a doorknob out there. And as we bring it forward again, you know, I favour us to cut through once more. Good hand off there from Keegan Hurst on the first, but Keegan Hurst on the first point, I'll have to remember that one. We've got a penalty here. It's all Rovers at the moment, Ben.
The momentum is so much with Featherstone Rovers at the minute, folks. Their tails are up. You can tell they're wanting to right the wrongs, Joe, from last time out against the Eagles. When it was said across a lot of quarters they underperformed. Andy Hayes said the same thing. They're proving the point here today that that wasn't Featherstone Rovers that we all know. Here's Luke Teasdale now. And Rovers are inside the Eagles half. Anakin offloads to Bussey, who spins away. Takes on the line, Bussey up to the 40. 5.5 minutes left in the first half here at the Big Fellas Stadium. Featherstone Rovers 21, Sheffield Eagles 0. Here's Keegan Hurst. Kane. Moore. That's good defence from the Eagles on that occasion. Here's Lockwood now. Scorer of the first Rovers try this afternoon. He started it all off. Kane with a crossfield kick. That's a knock on. It'll be back to 1. Rovers are going to get another set. A great kick from Andy Kane. It was knocked on by the Eagles. And Rovers have forced a repeat set on the Eagles 10, Joe.
Clever little kick into the corner there from Kaney, and sure enough, we get the ball back again. The Eagles, they're just having so little ball this half. How are they going to come into it in the second period? I don't know where they're going to find the energy from, and you know, we just want more of the ball, and we're doing so well when we've got it. We fully capitalise on our chances.
We are indeed, and here we are again. Jamie Cording. Rovers 8 metres out. Joe says left, it's Chris Anakin instead. He wants to try now. But well held up by the Eagles, pushed back. Andy Kane now. Sean Pick. Again, good defence from the Eagles on that occasion. Rovers have plenty tackles in the back here. Andy Kane shows it twice, finds more. More to Wilshire. Blackmore. The pass was slightly behind Blackmore on that occasion. Oh, it's starting up again. Ben Blackmore didn't like something in the tackle then.
It was Jamie Cording.
Was it Jamie Cording? Sorry.
Yeah, Blackmore playing ball.
It's getting dark and my glasses need cleaning. I'll do that at half time. The atmosphere though at the Big Fella Stadium, oh what an atmosphere it is. And what a rugby match we're seeing this evening, Joe.
Got them round this Eagles side. You know, all the time they're breaking it up, you know. They're chatting about after the tackle because they don't want to get on with this game. They're not having an enjoyable time here, the big fellas. But blimey, this Rovers side are, and we're certainly up for it. We just want the ball. We want to be playing, you know, we're having a good time out there. You can tell by the body language of the players. And we've got a penalty there. We start the set again. Let's go, lads.
Let's go indeed. Here are Rovers, then 5 metres out. Anakin offloads to Moore on the bounce. It's still loose. Who's the knock-on gone against that side? It's gone against the Rovers. They're trying things, Joe. When you've got a big lead like this, you can try something like that. But Andy Hay, I don't think he'll be too happy with that one.
I didn't expect we'd be trying things in this semi-final, Ben, but yeah, by the looks of it, we are. And I tell you what, we were nearly through there. Not sure it was a knock-on either. Looked to come off Sean Pick's backside today, but he might have hands on it.
You never know. Here goes Menzies. Yeah, the Rovers have done so well. The start the Eagles of possession has been. If there was a possession stat in a screen in front of it, it'd probably say Rovers have probably got at least 80%. As Andy Kane is receiving touchlines from the instructions from the touchline. A deep kick by the Eagles, just trying to get out of their own territory, and that'll be a restart on the 20 for Rovers. The clock has hit 0 here at the Big Fella Stadium. Here goes Jack Bussey. It's going to be half time. Any moment now. Teesdale finds Sharp. The timekeeper has the hooter in his hands. Here are the Rovers. Teesdale. Oh, that doesn't sound too healthy. The referee, though, I think he's heard it. Oh, he hasn't heard it. The half-time whistle's gone. The referee can't hear it. It's gone twice. He can't hear it, surely. Here go the Eagles. Oh, there'll be controversy with this one. But now the referee's heard it, has it? It's all started again. I think we need a new hoot at half time, Joe. The referee has heard it now. If the Eagles had scored then, there would have been huge controversy here at the Big Fella Stadium. But the Rovers now go off to a massive ovation. Everybody is on the feet. What a performance from the Featherstone Rovers. It all started off in the 9th minute when Ben Blackmore got over in the corner and Gareth Moore kicked his goal. Gareth Moore then stretched the lead out on 15 with a penalty goal to make it 8-0. After 20 minutes, Lockwood went over for a try. That stretched the lead out to 14 after Moore's conversion. Gareth Moore then gets on the score sheet himself after 22 minutes to make it 18-0. That's the only goal he missed. But he did make up for it with a penalty goal after half an hour. And then 3 minutes later, kicks a drop goal. Rovers, superb on attack, superb on defence, and nil against them. Joey, thoughts on the first half?
No dream for anything better. Not in my wildest dreams. I expect such a phenomenal performance from the lads. The Eagles just weren't in the game, were they? You know, we went all at them, brilliant in the forwards once again. And the finishing out wide. Gazmore's running the show, you know, like a seasoned professional. People going about Paul Cook and saying he's in the leadership for that Doncaster side. Gazmore's doing even better tonight for us, as he has been towards the end of this season. Tell you what, I'm already thinking about the grand final. What can we do against the Centurions? Legion Spring earlier this afternoon. In what was a pretty tight game from what I've heard. But yeah, we could definitely be dangerous the way we played at the moment. Let alone if Greg Worthington's back.
Indeed, how good Rovers superb. They stifled the Eagles of possession as well. And the Eagles have had the ball, it's been there on 20. Forcing mistakes. They did have one chance on the Rovers line where they were held up. But other than that, they've not really been in the Rovers 20 job.
No, they haven't. And, you know, players getting hammered into from a young age. You can't score without the ball. And Rovers just fulfilled that tonight. The Eagles had so little possession. And how tiring must that be? Tackling these players, particularly the way performance are performing at the moment. And off the bench, we added so much into the side. All the players are too hot at the moment. I wouldn't want to be in that Eagles defence. I certainly wouldn't want to be in that Eagles dressing room.
Certainly not. That's it, folks. Half time here at the Big Fella Stadium. More of the same in the second half, please. Featherstone Rovers 21, Sheffield Eagles 0.
Once again, the score is Featherstone Rovers 21, Sheffield Eagles 0.
Welcome back to the second half here at the Big Fella Stadium. We'll come back to you just in time to see the return of the Eagles to the dressing room. Looking very forlorn, look inside. I fancy that the walls may have been rattling a few eardrums rattling in the Eagles dressing room at half time. And look at the difference in this, Joe. You see the Eagles walking out, and look at the way the Rovers are coming out running. They want this to carry on. They want more of the same as to the fans. Joe, if you're Mark Aston or Andy Hay at half time, what do you say?
Well, have you ever had two more contrasting half-time team talks, perhaps? You know, one is going to be an elated coach, he's going to be more the same one from blimey, how well you are doing. What are you playing out, lads? You know, they're running into us, we're just not stopping it. But they're limited in what they can do, the Eagles, at the moment, because they can't hold back this Rovers side. You do feel that if they get a strong pressure on our line, you're still going to be wary, because I think they'll be able to find a way through.
Indeed, the Rovers doing superbly to keep the Eagles scoreless at half time. There's the kickoff which Wilshark takes and returns. Rovers playing away towards the new stand away from their own fans in the second half. So the Eagles come down the slow. Chris Anakin on the ball, and the Eagles already looking tighter in defence. Teasdale from that's in half-back finds Ben Blackmore, who set up that superb try for Gazmore in the first half. I think he fumbled that ball. I have to be honest, he fumbled that ball. Oh! Oh! I'll tell you something, Joe. Ben Blackmore fumbled that ball. And instead, the penalty, there was no knock-on given, and the penalty has gone to Rovers.
A great piece of acting there from Ben Blackmore. Definitely lost the ball there. Not sure why the touch didn't see it. Perhaps he was looking at others in the defensive, seeing what was going on, but escaped there. And now we bring it on field. We're in a good area here to launch an attack.
Indeed, Rovers starting on halfway, and here is Keegan Hurst. And another penalty. Is it a no? Is it a penalty or is it a knock-on? It's a knock-on. Keegan Hurst has lost that one. I'm not sure he did that one, but maybe the referees decided the first one was a knock-on. That one wasn't, but I'll turn it over anyway.
Oh, they used to get such a thing.
So the scrum down will head and feed to the Eagles. I'm sure they'd rather have had the first knock-on in the Rovers at 20. Instead, they're starting out on their own 40 now with Minty here. And Rovers' defence again is absolutely superb. There's Michael Knowles. I can't now read my team sheet, it's too dark to read. Here are the Eagles, are Walker to Briggs. That's better from Sheffield. But again, good defence from the Rovers. Here's Briggs again now. Stroger. The Eagles are up to the 20. Rambani now. Piece of green. That's the last tackle, says Mr. Cobb. Rambani. Through the hands it goes. Here's Briggs. Briggs with a dink. Oh, Crooks is he left. Oh, Crooks wanted to leave that one, Joe, to run dead. He wasn't gonna, and in the end, he had to knock it dead. But we're seeing now what the Eagles are capable of.
Definitely good chase in the corner there from the Eagles, and now they have the repeat set from this dropout. Got the ball back. They're going to be in a dangerous area. Let's see what they can do. Here was me thinking it was darkened, that the lights were more bright. Maybe that was going to intimidate them more.
Maybe it was. That's a great drive in from Tom Lillicrop, and the Eagles are in the 20 already. Sheffield then with tackles in hand. Green. It's a good break by Corey Aston. Rambani tries himself, but it's well wrapped up.
He wouldn't swear there.
Rovers not sure they were square at that play. The ball. Here's Walker to Briggs again. Briggs steps inside. Good defence again though from Featherstone Rovers. That's a dink from Eagles. Oh no! Is he going to give that? Yes, he is. I think it was Peter Green. Yes, it was. So the Eagles get first blood in the second half. It was a neat kick through from Kyle Briggs towards the post, and it was Peter Green able to get onto that ball first. Sheffield have done what they needed to do. They had to score first in the second half. They have done just that. Featherstone Rovers 21, Sheffield Eagles 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first time that they've had pressure truly on our line, and sure enough, the Eagles have been able to find their way through it. Scoring down the middle as well, so Brambani's blotted out. They'll send the conversion between the sticks here. Bring that gap. You know, I know we were late going into our time, but just 5 minutes gone in this half, and the gap's already down to 15 points.
Indeed it is. The Eagles have done what they had to do. They scored first in the second half. So Rovers now, let's see what the character of Featherstone Rovers is like. As Gareth Moore puts the ball on the tee. It's about character now, Joe. Sure, they've got to dig deep now. They know it's going to be a long 35 minutes. That ball is juggled by the try scorer. Here goes Talapapa. Discipline in defence, Joe, yeah?
Definitely discipline. We've just seen what a danger they can pose on our try line. So we've got to keep away from it. Pure and simple, just like they did in the first half. Already behind too much possession. We need this ball back.
We do. So far in the first 5 minutes, Sheffield into Featherstone while Rovers did in the first half. The ball has worked out to long distance in the first half. Sheffield wants in more in the game. The Eagles are over halfway. It's the big man. It's Mitch Stringer. Stringer against hers. Two giants collide there. Another great kick from Briggs. That's short. Referee's let that go. The referee has let that go. And he's given the try. See what happened. The Eagles come below us are absolutely delirious. I'm not sure what happened there. Joe looked the news. I don't think he knew what happened either. But it's QLC who's gone over with less than 10 minutes into the second half. And the Eagles are back within 11 points. Featherstone Rovers 21, Sheffield Eagles 10.
How not to prolong your dominance in a game of rugby. First thing in, the perfect lesson here, letting the Eagles down the outside to play the ball in. Perhaps it could have bobbled forward, who knows, but we just can't let them into that area. They've struck back with a quick fire double here early in this second half of the big fellas. And now the Eagles in the ascendancy and the gap is ever shortening.
Indeed it is, as Matt James is preparing to come back. And indeed he is coming back on. We'll wait to see who comes off in a moment. On with the instructions from the touchline ringing in his ears. As Brambani converts. The Eagles are back to within 9 points. Featherstone Rovers 21. Featherstone, Sheffield Eagles 12 even. As Matt James returns and Chris Anakin comes off. It's all about character now for Rovers. It was a few minutes ago, even more so now. As here's Talapapa, he's well wrapped up on that occasion. Rovers need to keep the Eagles down here, pure and simple. But the Eagles are making the yards. Brambani to Talapapa again. Featherstone need the ball. Brambani, through the hands it goes. Briggs. That was a shocking pass from Briggs, and Rovers have got it back. Just inside the Eagles half is Jamie Corby. Kyle Biggs trying to slow it down. So what can Rovers do now? Rovers looking to hit back. Here's Matt James. Rovers 5 metres short of the 20. Moore. Lockwood through a gap, but a great ankle tap from Aston. Here's Jack Bussey. That's the last tackle, says the referee. Teasdale from acting halfback finds Andy Kane with a kick for the corner. It's going to be the turnover. But Rovers turning over possession just where they want to. Here goes Yeri. Great defence though from Rovers. As the Sheffield are pending their own 20 at the minute, struggling to get out. They've got 14 players on the field, Chris Senior, and what a mistake! Joe, what a place to knock on your own 20-metre line. Centre field, and 14 men on the pitch as well.
Yeah, Rovers centre field. Now they can go either way. Keith Senior looks to be lining up in the centres, as we've seen him do on multiple occasions. Of course, previously for Sheffield. And now as time's taken off, it's taken forever. Which way do you send it? Do we try to either side on their left-hand side, or we could have sent it down the left where we've had so much luck so far.
They have gone right. Here's Jason Crooks. Rovers could really do with a score right about now. Teasdale goes right again now. Andy Kane. I think that's Ian Hardman. Andy Kane again drops it off to Keegan Hurst. Looking for the offload, but good defence from the Eagles. Kane again now. Shows it twice. Offloads to Lockwood. Already got one tonight. That's the last tackle, says the referee. Andy Kane's there. More. What's the referee saying there? It's given a turnover
Forward.
for a forward pass. So, but Rovers again turning it over in the right places.
Yeah, at least we've gone where we can pin them back. This is what we did so successfully in the first half. Making sure we've got areas because we know the danger still our lives. Saying that you can't give away a penalty like that. We're piggybacking them upfield, eh? Can't be doing that, lads.
Indeed you can't. A penalty for a high tackle. Puts the Eagles on the 40. And we're going to be seeing the return of the captain and of Andy Ellis. So Spears and Ellis are coming back on. I'm not sure there's been a clash of heads there. Matt James has stayed down. The Eagles have lost the ball, and here goes Sharp. The referee finally decides to stop the clock because it is a head injury to Matt James. I think Rovers may just delay the change for a couple of minutes, see how Matt James is. I think it may clash of heads, Joe.
Yeah, it's a serious injury, particularly it's been brought up over recent times that when a player's got a head injury, we need to be very careful how we approach the later stages of that game. By the looks of it, he's going to be okay to play on. Well done here, Matt James. Let's just hope he's going to be all right because he's been a crucial player so far in this game. That big shot early in the first half, it really set the tone for the remainder of that first half and got us going.
Indeed it did, as Teasdale and Bussey come off for Rovers. Along from Tim Spears.
Offside.
And Andy Ellis. It was a shocking pass on the play of the ball, which Lockwood couldn't take. But the referee deciding the markers weren't square. So giving Rovers the penalty. We'll take that, thank you, Mr. Cobb. And Moore finds touch. He'll get Rovers into the Eagles' half. On halfway. A 9-point lead for Rovers. 15 minutes gone in the second half. Featherstone Rovers 21. Sheffield Eagles 12. Here goes Sean Pick. Rovers on the 40 now. Here's Keegan Hurst. Goes for the gap, gets Rovers to the 20. Ellis finds Moore. Moore drops it inside again to Lockwood, looking for the pass, but the gap was closed down well. Andy Kane then drops it off. Rovers in the 5 metres away. 5 tackles gone. Here's the last. Ellis. Moore with a dink. According to Chase, it's been hacked dead by the Eagles. It was a swan dive from Superman dive from Cording. They just couldn't quite reach it. But Rovers forced the repeat set.
You see exactly what we were doing in the first half, making sure we had possession of the ball. And here we are doing it now. We've still got that important lead. We're looking to maintain it here as we come in against the Eagles. What a great drive there from Matt James. You feel maybe Tim Smith, the captain, and Andy re-entering the field, they've helped bring some calm to the team, and they're helping set the patterns for us to go forward. Steve Crossley, also an important player. Of course, his last game with the big fellas, he's showing he wants to get to that grand final. He wants his spell in Super League, playing at the top level in the championship.
Indeed, here are Rovers. Moore with a long pass. It's an intercept. It is an intercept. Here go the Eagles. It was Matt and they turned possession over. Matt Gart side it was with the intercept, but the Eagles have blown it, turned it over, and here go the Rovers again. Rovers just need the now. Ellis Wade points the other way. Steve Crossley returns for Rovers. Rovers 5 metres away, just to the left of the uprights. Ellis. Moore. Lockwood again. He's inches away. It's got to be. It's given a knock on. The Sheffield man in the way of the play of the ball. So the referee says that Featherstone have knocked on. Do you understand that, Joe?
A little surreal, so I'm going to refrain from commenting on that decision, but let's just take it back to the build-up of that. And how important was Gaz Moore there? It was his adventurous pass that was intercepted. A little dangerous, perhaps not the wisest of moves, but he certainly redeemed himself. Tracking back, making the tackle, and then earning the ball back, being aware of things going on. And he was at market, able to get the ball back for Rovers and send us on that attack.
Indeed he was, and here are the Eagles, and it's Menzies over on that far side. I think it's Menzies. Henderson's back on for the Eagles as well. Here's Mitch Stringer. Pushes away Sean Pick. The Eagles, it's the last tackle, they're still in their own half. That's good for Rovers. Is going to wipes the tackle can't clean. It was a kick from Briggs. The referee said that Rovers played that. It's wipes it clean. And here are the Eagles again now. The playing scorer. And then he penalised them. The clock has been stopped. He's going to speak to somebody. Joe?
We've been talking about Gaz Moore's game management, but a blatant rip there, not wise. Come on, we're getting them too good a field position here, and they'll capitalise on it again. We didn't make anything of our important territorial gains. But now, 20 minutes left in this half. The cap at less than 10. And here come the Eagles.
Indeed, to do Brambani's offload. That's great play. Here's QLT. Henderson, that's a good drive. And Rovers have held him up. It was Jack Blackburn who's been held up. 20 minutes to go here at the Big Fella Stadium. All to play for. Featherstone Rovers 21. Sheffield Eagles 12. Henderson to Mitch Stringer. Pumping those legs, but good defence from Rovers to hold him up again. So he'll go back 10 yards. Mr. Cobb says that's the last tackle. Henderson now. Brambani. Crossfield kick. It's been hacked dead, has it? It's a knock on to somebody. Rovers have not on. The Eagles have got head and feed. Another set for Rovers to defend.
That's it, you know, that was the line defence that we've been searching for all season. We're going to have to do the same again here. They've got another set on our line, and, you know, can we hold out? So many times they've been held up over our line now. We're truly resilient, but we're going to have to do something special here.
We are so far. Rovers heroic defending at times from individuals in that team. So, but this is going to be taking something out of them, surely. Here's Brambani now to QLT. QLT tries to dance his way through. It's well wrapped up. Henderson waits. And here's another good drive in from the Eagles. Riggs it was. And it's another penalty. 2. Joe shouts for 2. Well, they're going to run it again. Here's Brambani. QLT. What a tackle from Gareth Moore. I think Gareth Moore is actually hurt. The referee has stopped the clock. How long can Rovers survive the onslaught, Joe?
Well, whilst the clock, I don't know, did he stop the clock there? He's still going up. Alright, he stopped the clock. I've got to say, it was a useful tactic from Gareth Moore there. Perhaps he's just messing with me. He's already gone down injured this game, and he soldiered on early in the first half. Truly resilient effort from the Rovers so far to hold out and weather this Eagles storm. Let's hope Moore can carry on, as he's been hugely important in that.
It certainly has. The Eagles not sure what tackle we're on here. Through the hands it goes. Knowles. And that is almost the biggest cheer of the afternoon. The pass from Michael Knowles towards his winger sails behind the winger and into touch. And Joe, Rovers survive.
They definitely do, you know. Pressure on our line there from a side, and everyone goes on about their attacking talent and being able to bust through the line. But the Rovers held out there, didn't they? Sure enough. And here we are, we've got the ball back. Let's make sure we make some good territorial gain. Pin them back, because I don't want them on our line again. I don't like it.
I don't like it myself, but you fancy the Eagles will be back here at some point. Here goes Will Sharp now. Rovers need a control set, just retain possession. Get the kick away, pen the Eagles back. Here goes Lockwood. Looking for the offload to Ellis. I don't think Ellis appreciated that. Fumbles the ball. So that Joe Cobb was not going to give that.
Delayed thing. I think touchdown.
Joe Cobb wasn't going to give that one, Joe, but the signals come from the touch judge. Why Rovers are offloading passes like that in their own 20 at this stage of the game? Can you please explain that to me?
I've not got a clue, Ben. We've said this game at the moment is all about possession, keeping hold of the ball. And that's how we dominated so well in the first half. As Menzies takes it out wide, but he's well wrapped up there in the corner. Well done.
There he is. Here's Michael Knowles. Very quiet in the first half. He's come alive a bit more in the second. Henderson now to Mitch Stringer. The Eagles 15 metres away from the Rovers line, centre field. Brambani. A pass to nobody. Well recovered by Corey Aston. Oh my word. A great effort from Corey Aston, but held up meters short. QLT now. He's well wrapped up. That's the last tackle now. How's the defence now? Brambani steps away from one. Gets a wild offload to nobody. The Eagles have been penned back in their own 40. A kick from Briggs. Who's got that ball? It's a penalty for Rovers. Joe is surviving. It's Grumble in defence at his very best, but it's working.
Definitely desperation here, but he's coming off. And it shows real heart from this Rovers team that they're battling so much for their side. They want to be in that final. They're doing up. They're all for each other. And we just didn't have that in the season. That camaraderie that we've got on display here. And we get ourselves out of danger there with a kick.
Indeed, I'll tell you something, Joe. For me in this match now, next score is massive.
This score's definitely massive. This game's been all about momentum. We managed to hold back on Sheffield there. And we go marching into their half now. Let's see what we can do.
Indeed. Here's Tim Spears. Andy Ellis now. Andy Kane. Loose from Rovers. Here's Will Sharp. Rovers lose a bit of momentum there. Rovers just need to control the ball. They don't have to score off every set. Here's Moore. Tries to get through a gap. That's the last tackle. A kick for the corner. It's Kane.
No!
Puts the high kick up. He's been looks like he was taken out. The referee's going to stop the clock, I think, or is he? Not sure what's happened here, but Andy Kane is still down.
Getting offside.
Joe?
Giving offside there with the Rovers men in front of the ball at the kick. The referee feels Andy Kane down injured here. Got to feel he's not missing. Just there though, Gaz Moore running it on the fourth tackle, meaning that he wasn't in play on that final tackle to take the kick. His kicking game's been brilliant so far in this game. He's been pinning the Eagles back well. And here position the men can't run up on Andy Kane so much. They're still not sure where the ball's going. It's important we've got options out there and perhaps not wise play.
Maybe not. And an interesting change for the Eagles, Joe. Don Brambani has gone off, but replaced by Pat Walker. Talk to Joe more about that in a minute, but here are the Eagles back on the Rovers 20. Stringer passes, Green. Through the hands it goes, QLT. Well, Garside juggles with it, just holds on, it's QLT again. Good defence from Rovers. Henderson. That's good drive in from Blackburn, but good defence from Rovers. The Eagles are back in the Rovers 20. Henderson waits. Peter Green again. I think it's Peter Green. I can't see from here. Henderson waits again now. Stringer on the charge. Through the hands it goes. It's a kick for the corner. And it's taken. Tackled in the air. A penalty for Rovers. An interesting change from Mark Aston though, taking Brambani off.
Well, the Eagles are chasing the game and Brambani's a kicking machine, you know. He gets them upfield and works them up there well, but right now they need ball players. And Pat Walker's definitely a dangerous one. It's a wise change. Will it come off for them?
Time will tell, and Rovers have got a penalty for being tackled in the air. Not many yards made, obviously, from the penalty because he was so close to touch. So Rovers starting in their own 10. Rovers then having to drive out from their own 10. The legs lifted beyond the horizontal, I thought there. Referee Cobb not interested though. Here's Crossley now. 13 minutes left on the clock here at the Big Stadium. Featherstone Eagles 12 as Andy Ellis makes a break. In comes Ben Blackmore to act in half-back. He wants to run. Had a quiet second half. Keegan comes back on for Rovers. Moore drills for the corner. Yes! Finds corner, finds touch, just in field of play. That is exactly what Rovers from the Eagles, Joe.
Brilliant kick there. Like I say, Gazmore needs to make sure that he's available to take those kicks. He's pinning the Eagles back really well every time. And now we can look to pin them back. Deep into their half, deep into their territory. Force them to kick. Now without the option of Graham Barney on the last tackle, they're not going to make as many yards. They're not going to have as many options. I think he's got this.
I'm not so sure. It's still a tight game. And there's a knock-on from the Eagles. The next, we said it about 5 minutes ago, the next score is massive. Can Rovers get it off this set? A huge mistake at this point in the match, Joe.
The Eagles are the one chasing the games, and despite being in the ascendancy early in the half, the Rovers fans are all behind them now. And we've got to scrum here deep into Eagles territory. Let's cause some problems now.
Certainly can. So Rovers will scrum down 15 metres away from the Eagles line, centre field. Here's Will Sharp. Takes on the line. A great opportunity for Rovers to wrap this match up and book their tickets to Headingley. With 11 minutes left on the clock. Here is Keegan Hurst. Ellis moves to the right. Kane. Joe got a bit carried away, a bit excited for a minute then. On the bounce to Tim Spears, it's a knock on. Again, Rovers forcing the pass when we don't need to. Basic rugby from the play of the ball, Joe.
Yeah, we need to keep composed near their line. That's where we want possession. That's where we want the ball to be. You've got to be wise now. 10 minutes left. Mind you, how many interchanges have we got left? Is there the possibility of bringing some men on the bench? No, Chris Anakin would want another go. His work rate in defence has been questioned. You bang on into them. Hard.
Indeed, not Rovers do have options on the bench. Of course, Chap Buss is still down there as well. Here come the Eagles, though. They need to score. Rovers will be happy if it stays exactly like this. Rovers at the minute are playing Lee at Headingley next Sunday. And what a hit! Oh, there's something going on. I can't. Joe, I think you saw that before I did. I'll give that one to you.
Yeah, not too sure what went on in the tackle, but Jordan ought to be keeping on with his man there. And the Sheffield Eagles player wasn't having any of it. Last out of Gordon and fisticuffs and throw. I think the both players could be leaving the field guard, but it's just not acceptable from the Eagles. Yeah, you get irritating stuff like that in the tackle. Yeah, sometimes the officials won't see it, but you can't lash out at a player like that. It's just ruthless, and we don't want to see it. You're not beautiful game, Ben.
We certainly don't. The referee is now talking to his two touch judges. The clock has been stopped. We are inside the last 10 minutes. Joe, I'm going to come to you and start thinking about your man of the match. I'll ask you in a couple of minutes. Referee in discussion is calling an Eagles player out. The others away. The Rovers fans are the lowest want him off. I don't think he will be. No sign of the referee going for a card. It's going to speak to Jamie Cording, of course. Jamie Cording was involved. Who's the penalty going to? It's gone to Rovers. I'll tell you something, Joe. Do you know what I'll do here? Take the 2.
Take the 2, you take plenty of time off the clock as well there, but the Rovers look to be playing it. They've been saying possession is key at the moment. Oh no, we kick it to touch, thank goodness for that. You know, make sure we get the territorial games. But unacceptable from the Eagles there. I'm not sure what constitutes the card nowadays. But I give the touch, must have had a good view of it.
Indeed, so here's Lockwood. And it's been stolen. I'd take the 2 now, Joe. It stretches the lead out. As things stand, it's a 9-point lead.
No.
Scrum down, 1-on-1 steal. So it's a scrum down with head and feet to Rovers. Oh, the tension and the pressure out there is massive. It's unbelievable. The atmosphere in this ground has been absolutely amazing tonight, Joe.
Say thanks to the 6:30 kickoff and the lights. It's definitely an intimidating atmosphere as well. And of course, yeah, it is truly on the knife edge tonight. We've had many a great game against the Eagles in recent years. My mind goes back to last year's league decider, Will Sharp rising up in the corner. Will we have another moment like that? With us leading at the moment, I definitely hope so that we don't.
No, we don't want any more of that tonight. Thank you very much. Rovers in the 20. They are where they want to be. Keegan Hurst in possession. Here's Steve Crossley now. Another try now for Rovers, and this game is over. And Rovers can start dreaming of Headingley. Here's Andy King. Hardman. Fine voice on the far side.
Fox will go back to
Crossley again. 10 minutes left on the stadium clock. Here's Tim Spears, offloads to Kane. More. But Will Sharp alongside him. That was the last tackle. It's a turnover.
Today's official attendance at the Big Brother Stadium is 1,730. That's 1,730.
1,730 here at the Big Brother Stadium. Official attendance. Joe, the unofficial attendance?
We are doing this DVD for the club, no comment.
Yeah, it looks about right, to be fair. A penalty there for the Eagles. This game is still not over by a long way. Rovers really do need another score. Henderson takes a tap on halfway. Here's Stroger. Henderson steals a few yards, but then he's wrapped up. Walk away, so that's in half back. Here's Stroger again. The Eagles are in the 20 just. Henderson. Henderson. Through the hands it goes. Here's Briggs. Drops the pass inside to QLT's away. What a tackle by Rovers. That's the last. That's the last tackle. Henderson. Walker with a dab. And I can't see who it is from here. Of all the people, I'll tell you something, Joe. Of all the people, his performance today is Gav Moore, who sends it down to the turnstiles.
What a crucial player Gazmo is becoming for the Rovers now. I said, would he be the man, having largely been responsible for us not making it to the playoff final last year? Take us to it this year. We're at Headingley, it's where we won't be. Happy memories, of course, getting promoted again against Oldham there. This Gazmo just lets us have a breather here, going down, taking on some water. Yeah, we love being at Headingley. We're going to have a great time there. Enjoy ourselves at Oldham. And let's hope we can do one over on the Leeds Centurions. Got to close out this game first, though.
Certainly have, and Briggs takes that drop out just. Offloads to Mitch Stringer. This game isn't over yet. It's still 7.5 minutes left on the stadium clock. Eddie Batty now. Henderson. Briggs. Tell you something, Rovers, if they get to the final, they've been in a game and a half. As Mr. Cobb penalises Rovers again. Seven minutes left on the stadium clock. How much on the timekeeper's watch, I don't know. Oh, they sorted that hooter out at full time. Here's Briggs. Offloads to Eddie Batty. Batty gets away from two. Still going Eddie Batty, but well wrapped up on the second time. Eagles 10 metres out, centre field now. Henderson waits. Goes left. Briggs. Thierry. Rovers, of course, know about the danger Menzies can cause. Menzies swinging out. Referee pointing at Rovers. And here go the Eagles. To Corey Aston. Henderson. Rovers scramble in defence again. Eddie Batty. Looking for the offload. Well closed down by Rovers. That's the last. Green. Here's QLT. Drops it off to the winger. Joe. The tackle is over. Joe, you can breathe again. What a fantastic defensive effort from Featherstone Rovers.
Can't take a second more. This, to quote the world-renowned commentator Ben Gomersall. Oh my word! I'll say this, I am absolutely dying. Gareth Moore gets the sponsors man of the match. What a game that player's had today. Truly shown his class.
I take it you're agreeing with the sponsors then.
Without a doubt, you've got to agree with the sponsors there. You can't get it to anyone else. Even now, he's like a Scouser. Calm down. To all these players, you know, he's marshalling them out on that field. He's shown such an air of expertise, you know, to rival anyone in this division. He certainly gives us something that will make us dangerous going into next week's game. Gareth Moore, what an addition to this side you've been.
Had a slow start for the Rovers, did Gareth Moore. Took some criticism early season. But boy, has he come into his own to in the running. Here's Will Shaw. The referee says that was on the shoulder. Here come Rovers now. Chris Anakin. Under 5 minutes on the stadium clock. And a penalty for Rovers. And Gareth Moore will find touch. 25 metres from the Eagles line. Rovers still have the 9-point lead. The prize is a grand final next week against the Centurions Anakin using the force to get through the Eagles there. There's Tim Spears now. Ellis waits. Rovers 3 meters away from the line left. Ellis. Moore. Steps inside, skips inside. Rovers are penned under the uprights. 8 meters out, Moore's down again. Moore looks to be hurt. Gareth Moore, I think, is hurt. The Sheffield Eagles players trying to pick him up. Here's Kane now. Drops the pass out. Hardman. Rovers don't need anything silly now. 3 minutes on the clock. Kane kicks through. Great take by QLT. Goalkeeping style there. And here come the Eagles, but they've got the length of the field to go, Joe.
Blimey, this is all getting too much. The time on the clock is going by so slowly, and Eagles earn a penalty now coming up field. Can't take any more of this. They've got themselves in a dangerous area here. Got it on the 20, and Will Sharp was unable to tackle back in field.
Indeed he wasn't, so there's 2 balls on the pitch. Rambani missing out at Gareth Moore as they tried to impede to play the ball. As Andrew Henderson goes off for Rambani. I see that a lot. If there's a ball on the field, Joe, they're onto the touchline. Tap the ball on the floor, then pass it in field. Not quite sure the thought behind that, but oh well, here's Briggs. Briggs with a dink over the top, which Will Sharp, has he taken it? Yes, he has. It's going to be a dropout, but we'll take that from Will Sharp.
Yeah, Will Sharp does look to be down here, though, whether he's just trying to waste time on the clock. Jacob has now taken it off, or whether he genuinely is down injured here. He looks to be struggling, and that'll be a massive blow for next week. Regarding Toma Papa, I know he spent previous time in his early days at Union, so maybe he thinks he's taking a line out. I'm not sure going today. It's one of the many interesting things you'll find on his Wikipedia page.
I'm sure you will. Gaz Moore trying to lift the fans behind the crowd, behind the uprights, sorry. And there's the dropout from Moore. It's a flat one. Mitch Stringer controls it and then bends his long frame to pick it up, finds Pat Walker. Pat Walker takes it in. Mitch Stringer didn't want to take that one in. Aston offloads to Tower Papa away from one. But wrapped up well by Rovers. Tim Spears. Aston. Briggs. Tries to offload, finds QLT.
Clock's gone back to a minute.
There's 1 minute left on the stadium clock here at the Big Fella Stadium. A penalty for the Eagles.
Take 2.
Featherstone Rovers leading by 21 points to 12. Here goes Mitch Stringer. Aston to Walker now. Walker, that's a good pass. It's a good pass, but it's a forward pass. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the match. The scrum down has come down. Head and feed is going to be to Featherstone Rovers. As the Rovers chants ring out around the stadium. 1700 here. The scrum is going to go down. It'll be head and feed to Rovers. It's just going to be simple. Drives the ball in. The timekeeper has the halter in his hands. Has he fixed it?
He's not hurt.
Hardman.
Will moved it.
No, it's not blown it yet. The timekeeper stands up. Going to be over any second. And there you go, folks. Featherstone Rovers have got to the grand final for the 5th time in 6 years. What an extraordinary effort! They've got fans coming on to the pitch. What an extraordinary second half display from Featherstone Rovers. I'll talk to Joe about it in a minute. The first half started off so well with a try in the corner from Ben Blackmore, which Gareth Moore converted. Gareth Moore then kicked another goal to make it 8-0. Before Lockwood scored a try which Moore converted. Gareth Moore then got a converted try himself before dropping a goal in the first half. No points for Rovers in the second half. 2 tries for the Eagles. For Peter Green and QLT, both converted by Dominic Brambani. The second half, Rovers, absolutely outstanding defensive effort. Joe, we're going to Headingley.
We certainly have had another final day with Featherstone Rovers. I've enjoyed every one of them, win, lose. Who cares? We're there, we're going to make magic happen. We're going to have a great time again following this club of mine, this club of yours, this club of everyone in this stadium. Well, virtually, let's be honest. The fans invade the field, now they're partying with the players, and they're partying all night tonight. Next week, we have a game in store for you. Leeds Centurions take on Featherstone Rovers in the grand final at Headingley. Make sure you are there, folks, because it's going to be a belter.
What a second half performance from Rovers, conceding 2 early tries in the second half. Any other team would have folded. The Eagles hammering the Rovers line, but Rovers superb.
You know, it was a phenomenal first half, but that second half to me, to find the game, it showed what the side can do, showed the heart of the side, and ultimately defined this playoff campaign, if not the season. I said before how sweet it would have been to come second, 150k, and then put me at the post and win the grand final. We've got an opportunity here. Come on, Rovers!
Standout performance today from Gareth Moore, been absolutely awesome. Running the show from start to finish.
Gareth Moore, yeah, particularly the way he marshalled his team, but there were some inspiring performances all over the park. Steve Gossett in his final game with the big fellas. What a show he put up first. You know, he wants to win that grand final. You can tell he's got the bit between his teeth, that man. He knew it was his last opportunity to do so, and he's going to grab that opportunity with both hands. You know, Chris Kinson's returning from the dark side. The force is strong in that one, I can tell you. And all over the park, James Gordon making his return. He doesn't look like he was just coming back from injury. He looks fully fit and ready to go.
Indeed, forward chances next week. It's not going to be another tough match next week. Centurions getting through early on today, beating the Rams. What can Rovers expect next week?
Well, the Centurions are consistent side, they can't punish you if you get anything so awesome. But the way Rovers perform today, if they play with that heart and spirit, surely they're undefeatable. They've got such resilience in the side when they want to. Like if they show it today, I'm hoping they show it next week.
Indeed, a massive weekend in store next Sunday. Headingley Stadium next Sunday. Get yourself down. It's going to be a blessing. It's going to be Featherstone Rovers versus Lee next week. Here at the Big Fella Stadium today. An outstanding second half performance from Rovers on defence. Rovers are off to Headingley. Featherstone Rovers 21, Lee Centurions 12.
Just one fireworks. Well, Friday over 28. We have an outside we totally get with the darts. We stay close to the visitors. That's all we can do.